Hi, everyone. Hi, Jessie, Anna, Adelaide, and Owen. So this is a storyboard. I made this. The art is absolutely mockable, but what do we live for? But to laugh at each other and poke our turn. That is a quote from Pride and Prejudice. But it's not direct. Anyway, so this is how you use a storyboard. The one I made is for Mercy Watson. It's kind of a long one. The ones that Adelaide has done in the past are for shorter books. So the one I can think of right now is Skippy John Jones. I have that one somewhere, so if I can find it, I will include it. So this is basically how you use it. You start out by reading the beginning of the story. Mr. Watson and Mrs. Watson have a pig named Mercy. Mr. Watson and Miss Watson have a pig named Mercy. Mr. Watson, Mrs. Watson, and Mercy lived together in a house at 54 Deckawoo Drive. One day, Mr. Watson and Mrs. Watson and Mercy were sitting on their patio. Mr. Watson and Mrs. Watson and Mercy were drinking lemonade. Mr. Watson, said Mrs. Watson. Oh, Mr. Watson said, Mrs. Watson, this lemonade makes my lips feel puckery. I put an awful lot of lemons in it, said Mrs. Watson. That explains it, said Mr. Watson. Mercy slurped some lemonade from her bowl. Isn't it a beautiful day, said Mrs. Watson. Absolutely beautiful, said Mr. Watson. Mercy grunted. Next door to the Watsons, Baby Lincoln and Eugenia Lincoln were standing in their front yard. Baby Lincoln and Eugenia Lincoln. Baby, said Eugenia, we live next door to a pig. Yes, sister, said Baby, we do, but that does not stop us from leading a gracious life, said Eugenia. It doesn't, said Baby. Eugenia handed Baby a shovel. What's this for, said Baby. We're going to beautify our yard, Eugenia said. We're going to plant pansies. You, Baby, will dig, and I, Eugenia, will plant. Yes, sister, said Baby. We will lead a gracious life, even if it kills us, said Eugenia Lincoln. Yes, sister. Baby sighed, and she began to dig. On the Watsons' patio, Mercy put her snout up in the air. She sniffed. There was a delightful smell coming from next door. Mercy pushed her snout through the hedge. She looked into the Lincoln sisters' yard. She saw Eugenia Lincoln put a flower in the ground. What was... Mercy waited until Eugenia disappeared around the corner. She pushed through the hedge and trotted into the Lincoln sisters' yard. She sniffed the flower that Eugenia had planted. The flower was delicious. Mercy took a bite. It tasted delicious too. When she had eaten the whole flower, she looked up and saw another flower. She ate that one too. Mercy burped. She moved on to flower number 3. On the other side of the house, Eugenia Lincoln planted her last pansy. There, said Eugenia, it looks spectacular, doesn't it? It does, said Baby. I believe I'll go around front and admire the overall effect, said Eugenia. Eugenia Lincoln went around front. But there was no overall effect to admire. Baby! Screamed Eugenia. Yes, sister, said Baby. Where have all the flowers gone? Shouted Eugenia. Oh dear, said Baby, they were here just a minute ago. Mercy jumped around the corner. There was a spring in her step. There were pansy petals on her chin. Pig! Shouted Eugenia. Pig, pig, pig! Eugenia Lincoln ran toward Mercy. Mercy kicked up her heels. She ran away from Eugenia. Meanwhile, back at the Watsons' patio, the Watsons were wondering where Mercy had gone. She was just go, said Mrs. Watson. She can't have gone far, said Mr. Watson. Mr. Watson and Mrs. Watson went looking for Mercy. Oh, said Mrs. Watson, there she is, and look, she's playing a game of tag with Eugenia. They look so happy. I don't think that sister is playing, said Baby, and I don't think that sister is happy. She's not, said Mrs. Watson. No, said Baby, she's not. Mercy ate every one of Sister's pansies. She must be hungry, said Mrs. Watson. Mercy, Mrs. Watson called, come inside and have a little toast with a great deal of butter. Mercy came running. She came running quickly. Mercy loved toast. She particularly loved toast with a great deal of butter on it. Baby Lincoln was correct. Eugenia Lincoln was not happy. I have had it, said Eugenia. I have been pushed too far. Oh dear, said Baby. I'm ready to take extreme measures, said Eugenia Lincoln. Extreme measures, said Baby. I am calling animal control, said Eugenia. Oh, sister, no, said Baby. Eugenia got out the phone book. She ran her finger down the page. Please, sister, said Baby. Eugenia stabbed a number with her finger. Here we go, she said. Oh, sister, please think about what you're doing, said Baby. I know exactly what I'm doing, said Eugenia. I am kissing that pig goodbye. The phone rang at the Animal Control Center. Okay, so I think you get the idea. After you read this and do this, you can read it while Adelaide moves people if she's interested. She can refer to the pictures and tell the story. There's lots of different ways to use it. If this book is too long, just let me know. Anyway, I miss you guys a lot. Bye.